fun tonight?
I had a great time.
Oh my God, I'm here with Adrienne Barbeau. Listen, everyone on Facebook knows I've been chatting about her all week. I've been making montages of all your movies, and those goddamn people from Argo, copyright people, they keep pulling that clip, but it's the best clip ever because Alan Arkin, he says, don't let me talk to that fucking space bitch. I was married to her.
Yes, yeah.
My parents legitimized you from TV.
And then there's more.
And then there's more. That uncompromising, enterprising, anything but tranquilizing. Right on, Marge.
A watermark TV show as far as
It was.
things.
A black maid says hello, you say I'm sorry. Instead of a promotion, they gave me a raise to buy me off. I was in line to be head of the customer relations department. It's so unfair, Mother. It's a case of outright prejudice.
Oh, come on, Carol. You're much too pretty to be a department head anyway.
But I also know a lot who only know you from Broadway. And Grease, going back to the late 90s, early 70s, because we're
Actually,
old.
no, yeah, Grease was early 70s.
Was that here in New
Fiddler
York?
was before that. I was in the original.
He
I was
kept
in the Broadway
reminding me
production
about.
of Fiddler. Yeah, with Bet.
Did you with Bet?
Yeah.
And you're still
And John
Bet.
Savage.
Bet
And John
writes
Savage.
a blurb on your book,
Yes.
which we will get to in a second.
She does.
Yes, she writes a nice blurb on your book over there. And John Savage.
John Savage, who then later, you know, how many thousands of years later, we ended up in Carnegie together.
That is funny because you are well, I have two actresses that ended up becoming very dear friends of mine who were all married to John Savage in movies. It was Catherine Mary Stewart who was married to him in The Attic, and Britannia Aldo was married to him in Deer Hunter.
And I just did a film. Was I married to John? We
Yes.
just did a film called In Extremis. I think John was my husband. Isn't this terrible?
You know, actors, they never read the script. Listen, I'm a director. They flip through the script and they look for their name. Don't even lie to me. You and I recently, like you and I, like we're a pair. Like, no, we were both at Monster Mania. I'm just a director of like bad movies, so no one ever comes to my table. I remember I went to you and I said, like, no one comes to my table. You connected with every single person, and some of them are really weird. Let's face it. But no, seriously, you took the time, you came around the corner to have a picture taken, and you found something to connect with them with, even if they had no social skills, which apparently, our people do not always. But you know what I'm talking about?
You know, one of the reasons I do them is because I get to see my buddies.
It's great fun for me because I get to see people like Ty Mitchell, who played my son in The Fog and who I haven't seen since 1979.
Oh, see, that's cool. So it's kind of like a family reunion.
But the other reason is because I really enjoy meeting with people and hearing their, even if it's just, we just flew in from Zurich, for this convention.
And she has them. Trust me, I watched. Because I had nothing to do the whole time, so no, I'm going to be the bastard. You can be the nice person, but seriously, she has to deal with. I've watched my friends deal with, do you remember that paw in Halloween 9 that you had when you picked up that thing? And she's like, I never saw it.
But it's also, I hadn't thought about that until you just mentioned it, but it's, in a way, it's part of my business because I'm interested in people and what makes them tick and their behavior and everything. And sometimes I can pull a little piece of that. Remember that guy that sort of talked like that or walked like that or with,
There were some people there, celebrities, and they just look so pained to be there. There's a couple, I will not name names, Curtis Armstrong, or what's his name, from what's his name? Revenge of the Nerds or whatever.
Where is this going to air?
I watched Robert Englund. I used to scoff at the fact, like, how dare he charge all that money? Dude, he works the whole time,
It's
man.
a job.
No,
It's a
seriously.
job.
It was something that Betsy Palmer taught me because I directed her last movie. That's why I get invited there.
And she wore leather pants.
Yeah, and she wore leather pants, and she fell on the stage. You remember that? So
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. But she was like 90. But anyway, the reason why her line is always so long before she died was that she would actually take the time and try through social skills to make it personal, look you in the eye and ask you a personal question or whatever. And I watched you do that, so I just wanted to. Actually, I'm complimenting you.
Thank you.
I hate you. You took all my business. You were the only person that I asked for the photograph of.
Oh.
So, when did you realize that you became associated with, the horror thriller genre? Because I'm reluctant to call Swamp Thing a horror movie too.
Yeah, I don't think it's more of a fantasy.
Yes.
I mean, I always thought.
And we'll talk about the
Beauty
term
and the Beast.
scream queen later, because I think that might be mildly sexist.
Adrienne Barbeau, 80s Scream Queen. I don't know if that's a title that you're comfortable with, or is that something that you've actually come to terms with or embraced?
I don't mind what they call me as long as they enjoy what they were seeing.
Because you've never screamed. No, you were the one kicking ass. I don't think so. So I think it's kind of
I've never played.
insulting.
I've
Yes.
never played a victim. That's for sure. It's like,
But when did you realize that those were the movies that were, those were the projects you worked on were going to have some sort of longevity?
I think it was probably only in the last 15 years or so when the horror convention thing really took off.
Andy, get out of the house! Mrs. Cobra's get him out of the house! Please, run!
Maybe 15 years ago. When
Right,
I first
where you
became
realized
aware
that.
of it, or 10 years ago.
That they weren't coming for Pippin or more. They were coming
No,
for.
no.
No, I'm not privy to the video game stuff, but the people I was sitting with,
Mm-hmm.
they were all. That is why they were here.
That was
Like,
really?
yeah, I mean, like, what is a swamp? What? I've never heard of that. What's
they
the,
were there for the
the
video
mist? Oh yeah, the voice in the video games. Yeah, you've cemented whether you like it or not. You have kind of cemented your, fame. You got to realize
Mad
genre
Max.
people. What's
Mad Max.
Mad Max? Really?
The way I see it, only you have the skills and experience to get the truck through the jaw. Once we're safely out, my children will assemble the ship and set sail. What do you say?
Not for free.
You'll be rewarded.
That was a fun one because that was actually mocap. We were in the costumes and
Yeah.
all of that. That one and Halo 4 were the two mocaps that I did. The others were all
What does mocap mean for the
motion
ignorant?
capture, like
Oh, they
Avatar.
put the
where they
dots
put-
on
yes,
you?
Yes,
Seriously?
Yes, and you do.
Hopefully
all
that
the
pays
visuals.
better than just like voiceover work. That's work.
It does. It pays better.
Speaking of work, I just watch you. I keep, my Broadway friends are like, oh, I don't know of her from those movies. I just know of you from like legitimate theater. I just watched a clip of you and Pippin.
Pippin.
Ouch, my back hurts. You like really did that thing over
I
there.
had a
So.
great time hanging upside down from that trapeze.
Oh, just call me Billy. Everyone does.
Just call me Billy. Everyone does that.
Speaking of Billy, my segue, I didn't realize you were married to Billy Van Zandt. I am starstruck from that. Are you aware that Jaws 2 has made a huge comeback?
Billy and I we're not together anymore.
Oh, I am
We're
so
very-
sorry. But you have two beautiful children
We have
together.
two beautiful children and a great love for each other, and we're very.
We can still talk about him for a second, right?
He's
'Cause I'm obsessed.
he was just
Okay.
a chiller. He's in New Jersey next week. He's doing a performance of his new musical.
See, that's the funny thing. He could be president of the United States right now. He could come out with a new thing, but with Jaws 2.
The all-new Jaws 2.
But anyway, thank you for taking the
Thank
time,
you.
and we'll see each other at the next Monster Mania. And congratulations on winning the Cannonball Run. No, just, of course, New York City Horror Film Festival Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you for coming to New York for this. It's good to see you again.